First of all, Millwall then, in goal, Brian Horne, an England under-19 international. Number 2 is Danis Salman, who's shaken off a groin injury. 3, Ian Dawes, formerly with Queen's Park Rangers. 4, Terry Hurlock, you'll find him bustling about in the midfield. Number 5, formerly with Reading, is Steve Wood, and the other central defender is Alan McLeary, the captain. Number 7 is Jimmy Carter. 8, Darren Morgan. Both Carter and Morgan so important to Millwall's midfield, with skipper Les Briley under suspension and out. Number 9 is Teddy Sheringham, an exciting striker. I have to say, since that photograph was taken, he's had a really sharp haircut. Number 10, Tony Cascarino, Republic of Ireland international, at 6'2", one of the First Division's most potent headers of a ball. And number 11, Kevin O'Callaghan, a dangerous man flying down the left flank. Sheringham and Cascarino then, a big twin threat to Norwich this afternoon, already with 24 goals between them this season.
Oh, there's a mistake by a rather nervy Alan Evans. Sheringham finding Dawes. It's Cascarino again. He's scored again. This is incredible. In towards Sheringham, and he's won it. Briley, Sheringham!
What about Norwich City? Their goalkeeper, Bryan Gunn. Number 2 is the former Tottenham right-back, Ian Culverhouse. 3, also another former Tottenham man, Mark Bowen. 4 is Ian Butterworth. 5, Andy Linighan. 6, Andy Townsend, formerly with Southampton. 7 is Dale Gordon. If you enjoy exciting wing play, watch for him. 8, formerly with Glasgow Rangers, is Robert Fleck. 9 is Robert Rosario at 6'3", not unlike Millwall's Cascarino. 10, the skipper Mike Phelan, a real grafter in midfield. And 11, the former Ipswich man, Trevor Putney. The subs, Horrocks and Thompson for Millwall, Crook and Allen for Norwich, and our referee, Vic Callow of Solihull, about to get this First Division game underway. Unfashionable they may be, but two clubs who've really made their mark on the First Division this season. Millwall in the blue shirts and white shorts, attacking the goal to our right. The Canaries of Norwich in their famous yellow and green. This is Putney. Sharp enough challenge there by Putney on Jimmy Carter. A free kick to Millwall. Both sides needing to recover a little bit from disappointing results last week. Millwall went down 3-0 at Old Trafford, and to Manchester United. Norwich lost at home to Coventry City. Dale Gordon on the far side, just keeping it in play for Norwich. Culverhouse the right back. Andy Townsend trying to get Phelan away. A foul there on the Norwich skipper. A free kick to Norwich. Andy Townsend will take it. Finding Fleck. Phelan again. Phelan's made the break from the midfield, and Norwich get the first corner of the day. Andy Linighan, a 6-foot, has gone forward from the back. So too has Ian Butterworth. And you can be sure that Robert Rosario, at 6'3", the tallest of the lot, is there waiting to launch himself at this one. In fact, he seemed to be bustled off the ball there by Steve Wood. Wood, though, for all that, putting it behind for another Norwich corner. This time Dale Gordon will take it. Linighan at the near post. There's Andy Townsend right forward. Linighan there alongside him. He might try the little flick on, which is always so difficult to defend against. And it very nearly went in, and it has gone in from the number 4, Ian Butterworth. A great start for Norwich City inside the first 2 minutes. A different angle, the flick on, they get it off the line, Ian Dawes, and Butterworth scores his first ever goal for Norwich City. Ian.
Well, you were just saying, Brian, how dangerous the near post ball is, and Robert Fleck just got a touch on it there. It was cleared off the line, but bang, following up. Now, that was a super corner kick.
And Good moment for Butterworth to get his first ever goal for Norwich City. Played with Coventry, played with Nottingham Forest, and now is doing a good job at the back there alongside Andy Linighan, and a great start for Norwich City. Remember, if they win this one, they go within 3 points of Arsenal at the top of the table, and the chase for the championship hots up yet again. But at the moment, it's Carter now for Millwall, stopped by Putney. Mark Bowen. Little Darren Morgan. Gets it through. No, there's a free kick given Norwich's way.
Well, today I think we'll see a clash of styles, Brian, because Millwall like to get the ball up early into their opponent's half and play football from there. But Norwich City, the goalkeeper gets it normally and throws it wide, and they play from the full-backs, and they play a lot of good football.
Well, Norwich will be astounded by their start. They've not won here at the Den in the league since 1953-54. Up goes big Rosario, Fleck going on, and McLeary under pressure. 8 goals this season for Robert Fleck. They've got a fabulous away record of Norwich City. We'll go into that in a moment. Wood gets it back. Norwich have lost only one away in the league. That was an Aston Villa. That's the best away record in the league. Millwall have lost only one here, and that was to West Ham. That's the best home record in the First Division. So something's got to give.
Both teams play with wide players in the main, and I think that always makes for a good game, Brian. You know, when they've got the ball, they like to get the ball out there and get nice crosses in.
Quite right.
Bryan Gunn, I think.
Yes. Scottish keeper. Jimmy Carter. There's Townsend. Pulling away there. Darren Morgan is flicking in towards Teddy Sheringham. Up goes Cascarino. And Cascarino's shot bouncing quite comfortably for Gunn. 12 goals this season, Cascarino. And John Docherty, the Millwall manager, with a little bit of a problem early on in this game. Up goes Rosario again. There's Fleck supporting him well. Townsend coming right through. It's a great start this for Norwich City, and that's very much a part and parcel of Andy Townsend's play. Surging runs from the midfield, 2 tremendous goals he scored against Port Vale in the last round of the Cup, and adding strength to this Norwich City midfield since he arrived from Southampton. Linighan's header, rather Horne could only half save that one. Phelan, Dawes, Putney, Fleck, Dale Gordon on the far side. Another good break. Phelan again showing good form. The cross coming in from Culverhouse, and Norwich City, Ian, having so much the better of it. Ian St John, my co-commentator today.
Playing delightful football, aren't they? Very penetrating stuff as well. And the corner kicks have been dangerous, so here's another one going to be launched in. Millwall having difficulty trying to clear them.
Gordon with the kick. That time Sheringham come back to get it away. Townsend's shot was cleared. Oh! Horne in trouble! Fleck playing it back. Rosario! And it's in there by Bowen! And Norwich are 2 ahead. 2 up in the first 7 minutes of the game. And Dave Stringer on the right of the picture there, the Norwich City manager, could hardly have dreamt that his side would get a start like this.
Well, again from the corner kick, not quite cleared. The shot comes in, and I was saying before the game, funnily enough, to Johnny Docherty and Frank McClintock, that Fleck follows up on everything, and it was his persistence that finally managed to, create that scramble and create the goal for Dawes.
An amazing start to the game then. Dave Stringer was the Norwich manager, was telling me earlier in the week, and so often they've had a bad result, which they had at home to Coventry last week. They spring back so rapidly. So at the moment, the incredible Norwich away record and the amazing Norwich story is standing firm. Terry Hurlock now with the free kick for Millwall, who need to get something fairly quickly, but won't get it that way. Putney. Dawes nodding it forward, and Fleck onside. Just played onside by Salman, and Fleck is a powerful young man. 23. That's Hurlock. At the moment, just need to sort themselves out a bit. It's been a disastrous opening 7 minutes for them. Carter. Sheringham now to Jimmy Carter. Sweeping past Bowen and getting a cross in. And the shot by Sheringham, not as powerful as he would have wanted, and in the end it presented no problem to Gunn. But we got quite a game here, Ian.
Oh, super game, super start. Anyway, Carter's shown a lot of pace there, and Millwall will be hoping they can do that, create problems down this side of the field and get the crosses in.
There goes the skipper McLeary. Linighan. Culverhouse. The sides played a 2-2 draw at Carrow Road back in September. Both times Norwich went ahead, and both times within a minute, Millwall had snapped back to equalise. But their task is a good deal more difficult now. Norwich 2 up. 10 minutes gone. Rosario flicking it on for Gordon. Fleck waiting in the middle. Townsend coming up quick from the midfield. On the Norwich corner. Gordon with it. Hurlock getting that one away. Putney. And away goes Carter. Kevin O'Callaghan now with Cascarino in a bit of space in the middle. Can he hold off long enough? He scores! And Millwall are back in it with 11 minutes gone. A goal the home side were desperate for, and their leading striker has provided it. Tony Cascarino.
Well, what a good ball from Kevin O'Callaghan. He played it in early. Cascarino did well under pressure, held off the defender, and then the left foot across Bryan Gunn into the far corner. That was a super strike.
Millwall 1, Norwich City 2. So 3 goals in the opening 11 minutes of the game. Bowen now. Here's Hurlock. Now Townsend. Long range shot. Pushed away well by Horne. Right look of Andy Townsend, I must say, and a friend of yours, Maurice Setters, I know, is here today because he's Jack Charlton's right-hand man in the Republic of Ireland side. They've heard that Andy has got an Irish grandmother from County Kerry, apparently. And so Andy Townsend now could well be launching himself on an international career. Dale Gordon with the corner for Norwich City, fisted away by Brian Horne. Callaghan on his way again, that time a foul by Phelan and a free kick to Millwall.
say, talking about Townsend, this season he's really come to the fore, hasn't he? I mean, he's what, about 26-year-old, but he looks a class player. Gets forward well from midfield.
Cascarino, his 13th league and cup goal of the season. A little flick on by Sheringham. Rosario wins it. Phelan. Bowen. It's Phelan. Rosario. Carter going in. Bowen. Morgan clashing with Townsend, jumping at the opponent there, I think, and Vic Callow, the referee, quite right to give Norwich City the free kick. But it was a goal that Millwall desperately needed. It's lifted the crowd now, and it's given them a chance now to get Norwich back in their sights. Still 2-1 down, Millwall. Butterworth, who started off the extravagant first 11 minutes with a goal in 2. Scorer of the second Norwich goal. Formerly at Tottenham, he had 21 appearances for Tottenham, a Welshman, born in Neath. Carter playing it on, Linighan gets it back to Gunn. Putney. Bryan Fleck. Phelan. There's 15 minutes of the game gone. If you just joined us, I have to say you've missed a lot of excitement already. 3 goals in the first 11 minutes. Norwich City leading by 2 goals to 1 here at the Den in South London. Townsend picking up the loose one again. And losing out this time to Sheringham. Hurlock. Dawes. Callaghan dancing around on that far touchline. Morgan. And some nice, sensible, simple passing game at the moment, Millwall. This time finding Sheringham from Callaghan. And now Putney at last bringing it away. Rosario's up ahead and Fleck.
Millwall managed to put a little bit of pressure on there, Brian, because as I was saying earlier, Millwall, Norwich rather, like to play the ball out. Nice short passing game, you know, very good combined play. But Millwall have got to hustle and bustle them and knock them off their stride, and they did that in that little spell there and won the ball from them.
Sheringham trying to get Cascarino away. There's Linighan. Gordon for Norwich. Joining Mark Bowen, scorer of the second Norwich goal. Butterworth. Townsend gets it back.
Well, that's success for Millwall. You know, they can't allow Norwich to settle into that pattern and keep a hold of the ball.
Cameramen having a bit of a problem with the very low sun in southwest London at the moment. In about a quarter of an hour or so, that should be a little better for everybody. certainly a beautiful day here in South London. At the moment, particularly for the Norwich fans. They're going to get it back to Bryan Gunn, formerly with Aberdeen. Millwall doing so much. They spent nearly £1 million renovating this ground. They played here since 1910, and one of the things is that lovely family enclosure, which I must say is as good and as comfortable as any I've seen. Pitch looking good. The atmosphere is great. The only thing at the moment for Millwall is that they're a goal down. Rosario. Salman away. Carter. Dawes playing it forward again. Linighan getting it clear to Rosario. Fleck. Phelan. Fleck again. Good challenge there by McLeary. A free kick to Norwich. A foul on their skipper, Phelan. Townsend. Linighan playing it in towards big Rosario. Barnes header. McLeary's clearance towards big Cascarino. Minutes of the game gone now. Millwall 1, Norwich City 2. Fleck. Putney. Horne. Towards Dawes, who's jumping for this one. And as far as Phelan. Townsend. Putting it into touch for a Norwich City throw. Gordon, might come for Putney. And in the end, it's Carter coming back to tidy up for Millwall, just when things began to threaten again. Salman will take the throw. Carter towards Sheringham. Little header down by him to Cascarino, looking to get it onto the left foot and then aim to get it out towards O'Callaghan. But instead of that, it's Dale Gordon making the break for Norwich City. Until he ran foul of Terry Hurlock. Salman. Swift challenge by Salman, very enthusiastic footballer right through his days with Brentford, born in Cyprus. Rosario. Millwall's throw. Salman with it. Linighan getting above Sheringham, but it's Millwall's throw. Callaghan will take it. Callaghan now with a throw on the far side. Darren Morgan. Dawes playing it in towards Teddy Sheringham. Callaghan again. Crosses in, Sheringham's header! And a goal kick.
Well, Callaghan's a very good crosser of the ball, Brian. He's very accurate, you know. He can look in and pinpoint his balls, and that was a good little ball. He played it near post for the flick, and it just sailed over the top. But he's very, very accurate.
Sheringham, who's a Millwall apprentice, and is just a one-club man. Free kick to Norwich City, which Andy Townsend will take. Good chip there towards Rosario, a good back flick by him, but nobody in the yellow shirt was coming in. Millwall get it away. Carter versus Bowen. Coolness itself as Norwich get themselves organised with Andy Townsend.
Well, they are very composed at Norwich City, aren't they? You know, when they get the ball, they try to keep it, and away from home, that's always the best policy. Keep this crowd quiet, you know.
Wood versus Rosario. Wood won that. Hurlock won that. Carter couldn't quite get that one though, but the whistle had gone for a free kick, which Bryan Horne will take to Millwall. Carter. McLeary. That's Norwich ball. Football fans everywhere should be raising their hats to these two clubs. They've really given a broader and more exciting look to the Championship this season. They've certainly frightened a few of the big clubs, and they've given a bit of a boost to the ambitions of the so-called less fashionable ones. I think you'll agree, Saint, that we should applaud everybody connected with Millwall and Norwich.
Oh, great for the game, Brian. Of course it is, and it proves what can be done. You know, with different styles of football, both up there.
Carter back to Horne. Offside trap, catching Millwall. A free kick to Norwich City. Butterworth with the kick. And a goal kick. St. Paul's Cathedral, just up the old Kent Road from here. For Norwich. Up goes Rosario. Flick on by him to Fleck. Looks like that's a very good combination, doesn't it? Big Rosario with his flick-ons, and Fleck is so quick on anything that's knocked down for him.
That's a traditional striking force, so, you know, a big one and a little one.
Played back by Bowen.
You know, if Robert Fleck keeps going for the flick-ons, he'll get something. And that's what Fleck does so well, you know, he's a very persistent player.
This time Millwall playing the offside game and catching Norwich City out.
Well, the game's gone a little bit negative in the last 10 minutes. Steve Wood with the free kick.
goes Putney. Here's McLeary, very dependable at the back. Salman. Sheringham. Oh, what a good ball there.
And a good run by Carter, played in by him. Now can Sheringham get on the end of this one? Can Hurlock? Forced his way into that scene. Dawes now trying to keep this movement going. Getting it to Sheringham. Back again to Morgan. No, Hurlock won't get to that one. For all his enthusiasm, it was a poor ball. And suddenly Norwich can break away, except that Wood is there to get it back safely to Horne. Get the impression that Millwall can make a lot of profit down the right flank. We've talked about O'Callaghan down the left, who's heading there, but Carter's looking very sprightly indeed down that right.
He's given notice a couple of times. He's skated past the fullback, so it would be policy, I would think, if he pulled out a bit wider and Millwall tried to get the ball to him. Millwall at the moment seem to be, the balls from the back have been poor, Brian. You know, they're not able to hit the forward players.
Foul on O'Callaghan, another free kick to Millwall. Could be interesting. Cascarino might want to say in this if the ball comes in, and I notice that McLeary and Wood, two big defenders, are going forward. So no shortage of Millwall six-footers now in that Norwich City box, as O'Callaghan will aim to launch another teasing cross from this free kick. They want the Norwich wall back, the two men in the wall just back another yard or so. O'Callaghan with it, cleared the wall and cleared Sheringham's head as well. Carter now looking to retrieve the situation for Millwall. Finds Terry Hurlock, crossed in by him towards the near post, and Millwall fans claiming that Steve Wood was shoved over by Rosario. The referee couldn't have been better placed. So back they go. Half an hour gone. Sensational start with Norwich going 2 up in 7 minutes. This was the second one. Fleck got in there. We'll see in a moment that Rosario also has a little flick at it. It comes off the keeper. In fact, some good reactions there, but he couldn't stop Bowen, making it 2-0 to Norwich. And since then, Tony Cascarino has scored for Millwall. And right now here, Teddy Sheringham's been called offside. Phelan. Hurlock. He shook off Rosario, but then the pass wasn't a particularly good one, straight to Bowen. Norwich with some simple passes trying to get it going again. A free kick for a foul on Trevor Putney.
They play the one-touch football beautifully, don't they? They're very, very accurate, very quick and into feet.
Butterworth with the free kick for Norwich City. Linighan up there. And Horne, not the biggest of goalkeepers, 5'10", 5'11", but he's normally an excellent shot stopper. Now can Callaghan get in? Can Sheringham get in? Trying to get Dawes in. Callaghan's header! Magnificent save! Super save by Gunn. A really bright move by Millwall. And O'Callaghan's so close to making it 2-2. Sheringham with a little run here. And Dawes with a delightful little cross. There's O'Callaghan's header. And some really acrobatic and valuable goalkeeping by Bryan Gunn for Norwich.
One of our better Scottish goalkeepers, Big Bryan.
Millwall's corner. O'Callaghan with it. Flick on. Shouts for handball there. But the referee must have been the Millwall hand. That I certainly got the impression there was a handball there. Free kick's given to Norwich in any case. Salman. Sheringham. Cascarino very active up front and he couldn't quite reach him. Butterworth was there.
Having a solid game, Butterworth, at the heart of Norwich defence today. Excellent game.
O'Callaghan. Given away, it's straight to Putney. And now Rosario. Millwall get themselves out of their troubles and find O'Callaghan. Sheringham will chase this one, but Butterworth is there. And his first real fumble of the game, presenting Millwall with a corner. And the troops in blue are coming forward again. It's with O'Callaghan. Cut out by Phelan. Just prevented it from going for the corner. McLeary. Bryan Gunn, who will certainly be looking to be in the Scotland squad for the World Cup match coming up in a couple of weeks' time in Cyprus. Cascarino to Sheringham. And now to O'Callaghan. Millwall suspecting this is where much of their profit could come from. The likes of O'Callaghan and Carter down this right flank. Salman. Here's Cascarino. Now Carter. Can he tease a mistake out of there? Does beautifully. Now Morgan looking to get on the end of this one, but it just wouldn't fall quickly enough for him. And Townsend was in. Dawes playing it in again. Good spell this for Millwall. Hurlock finding Salman. Certainly pushed plenty forward. Sheringham. And now Carter again. Finding Danis Salman. Sheringham. Watched by Linighan. Carter once more. Into the left foot this time. Again, it's a good cross. Oh my goodness, and Gunn really had to backpedal to get that one over the crossbar. Carter almost fooling him with a dipping cross in there, which I think probably meant as a cross rather than a shot. That it started at Crystal Palace. Just up the road from here. Another corner for Millwall. Callahan, not one of his better ones. It might come for little Morgan. Now it comes for Carter. Putting a lot of pressure on Norwich now. And in the end it goes behind for the goal kick. Sheringham's back header, unable to find Cascarino. Well, Carter almost scored an unexpected goal here. I think he probably meant that as a cross, but it then began to curl in, and just look how Gunn had to backpedal to get that one over.
It was certainly going in the top corner, wasn't it?
Indeed.
Another good save by Bryan Gunn. But the thing about Carter, he's able to swing the ball in with his left foot, so I mean he can take it either way.
Cascarino. Sheringham. Oh, my goodness!
Well,
Nearest you'll get to a crazy own goal without it actually see happening?
Mark Bowen trying to get on his seat at both ends.
Bryan Gunn having a word, and there's the explanation between the fullback and the goalkeeper, and maybe just as well we can't pick up the words they're saying. Look at that. How near to a most embarrassing own goal. But a corner for Millwall. Looking to get back on level terms. O'Callaghan with it. And a good header. And in the end it was McLeary, the skipper, who put it over.
Good spell for Millwall this. They're getting the crosses in, they're putting Norwich under a bit of pressure. And that's what they have to do. They've got to hustle and bustle them, get the ball in the box and all fight for it in there. And McLeary, the chance for McLeary, had he headed it square. Wood was there, wasn't he?
Not a noted goal scorer. He's got one this season. The previous one before that was back in 85-86, Alan McLeary. His good work for Millwall is always at the back. A free kick to Norwich City. Townsend with it. Up goes Sheringham. Away goes O'Callaghan. Free kick. 6 minutes to half time. Millwall 1, Norwich City 2. O'Callaghan will take the kick. The big defenders have gone forward again. Sheringham's header. And in the end, Culverhouse only too delighted to put it behind for the corner. Always was one of the more boisterous crowds here, and the Millwall fans now getting behind their team as O'Callaghan takes the corner. It was Phelan who got it away. O'Callaghan might get another chance. That's a free kick just outside the box. And one or two of the Norwich players suggesting that O'Callaghan had made a meal of it, and Dale Gordon very sensibly acting as a peacemaker there. So I think O'Callaghan was prepared to dispute the issue. Well, the free kick's been given. Wood's in there, McLeary's in there, Sheringham and Cascarino in there, and patiently deep on the far side is Carter. And something presumably that Robert Fleck must have said has got him into trouble.
That has got to be one of the stupidest things you've ever seen. Well, he's got nothing to do with the incident. He's yards away from it. None of his business, and he must have opened his mouth.
And now the referee making sure the two-man wall stays back. Culverhouse and Gordon. O'Callaghan making sure that he wants to clear it, to find the likes of Sheringham, Cascarino, Wood, McLeary in there as well. Oh, and it just cleared McLeary's head. Well, Ian, there's a banner I've seen on the other side. It's taken you long enough to find the den, which I think is a little dig at us, but I'm delighted we found it now, and really it's a splendid game of football they're giving us this afternoon.
Well, a good atmosphere for it.
Ian Dawes. Forward to Teddy Sheringham, now to O'Callaghan. Three minutes of the first half remaining. Hurlock to Morgan. Sheringham to Morgan, a great little run by him, and Cascarino, and it's in there by Carter. 2-2.
Well, the pressure finally paid off. A lovely little 1-2 and a cross, and he didn't have smack into the roof of the net, Carter. It's a lovely goal.
Only a second goal of the season, but nobody's played better in this first half for Millwall than Jimmy Carter. A terrific recovery by Millwall. They could really have fallen to pieces, Ian, couldn't they, with 2 down in the first 7 minutes of the game.
Oh, you have to say that, and this will test the resolve of Norwich now, because the atmosphere is great for the home team. They've fought back, as you say, from 2 goals down, and they've really now put Norwich under pressure, and it's it's going to make for a great second half.
Rosario versus Wood. Wood wins that for Millwall. Little Morgan, who played such a big part in that second Millwall goal. Butterworth playing it forwards. Salman. Carter. Carter again. O'Callaghan. Through the middle this time. Really taking them on. Putney. In the last minute of the first half now. O'Callaghan. Morgan playing it through for Teddy Sheringham. Cascarino again waiting patiently in the middle, and Millwall gets... No, I thought for a moment he was giving a corner. It's a goal kick.
As you said, Morgan did ever so well to play the one to get there, and good finish that by Carter. It's always an awkward ball coming across the face of the goal like that.
A free kick to Norwich. Terry Hurlock being spoken to. Said that he was a real bustler in the middle of the field, and he's given Millwall everything. He's a bit of a cult figure down here in Coldblow Lane. Culverhouse with the free kick for Norwich City. A corner given. Wood in fact tried to shepherd that out for the goal kick, and Rosario's persistence at least has won Norwich this corner. Now this is where all the fun began, from a corner this side right early in the game with a little flick on at the near post, and Townsend is back in that position now. Rosario's in there, headed off the line by Ian Dawes. Big 6'3" striker got in a fine header there. And again we see the value of having a man at the post from that sort of situation. Ian Dawes getting away right off the line. Rosario hasn't scored since October either. And Horne bravely at the feet of Ian Butterworth as the half-time whistle goes, ending on a fitting finale there, because it's been a smashing first half. That's how it was. Rosario was foiled by Ian Dawes, with Butterworth and Bowen scoring for Norwich, Cascarino and Carter for Millwall. No wonder the crowd are boisterous, and what a second half in prospect. Welcome back to the Den in South London, the home of Millwall Football Club. Just across the way there, as you can see, the Tower of Crystal Palace stretching over suburban South London as Millwall come out again. A terrific fight back it's been by them. If you've just joined us, they were 2 down in the opening 7 minutes. And now they've got back to 2-2 with that goal by Jimmy Carter right on half-time. Ian St John's with me. You've got to choose man of the match, Ian, which at the moment is not going to be that easy.
Well, it's not, because Norwich at the early part of the game looked very much in command. Looked very stylish, but since then, of course, the fight back by Millwall, some of their players have become very prominent, so I would say I've got a difficult task.
Well, it's Millwall who are going to get the second half underway. The blue shirts, white shorts, and away they go. Long kick by Bryan Horne. Up goes Cascarino. Free kick to Millwall. Be taken by Steve Wood. Linighan away. Carter. And now Bowen. Off Hurlock. Fleck. And now Culverhouse. And Phelan hobbling a bit after a clash right at the start of this second half. Up goes Rosario. Culverhouse, Phelan, Wood for Millwall. Up goes Sheringham. Hurlock. Can he get Carter away? He's outstripping Bowen. He's got Cascarino up as well, and there was a touch there by the defender, which was crucial because Carter's cross was heading for Cascarino. Swinging a little bit against Norwich after their bright start and the way Millwall have come back at them, but they have great faith, Norwich, in the way they play. Ian, we saw that, didn't we, up at Old Trafford earlier this season when they went behind to Manchester United and played in the way they know they can, and in the end were rewarded with 2 goals in the last 6 minutes. They've got great belief in the way they play. Butterworth with a header away, or rather Linighan that time. O'Callaghan looking to get behind this one. Gordon away. McLeary for Millwall. Sheringham. Both these sides have topped the First Division table this season. And if what you do against Liverpool is the measure of your success, which it is so often, Norwich have been to Anfield and have won this season, and Millwall have been there and drawn. And I think the wide armchair audience this afternoon will begin to understand why. Hope you're enjoying it at home as much as we are here. Frank McClintock, who's John Docherty's right-hand man at Millwall. Carter. Putney. Dawes holding him at bay. Finding Sheringham. Nice little backfield. O'Callaghan. And he tumbled into Culverhouse. I don't think there was much Culverhouse could do about it, to be honest. And there was so little room down by that touchline. The referee wanting a word with Ian Culverhouse. And O'Callaghan will get the necessary treatment. Maybe the ball had well gone, Ian.
No, I don't think so. The defender came across, it's one of those split-second things. The forward nipped it away from him and he just went over. Unintentional.
He's had a good game, Kevin O'Callaghan. He's added a certain width and style and a bit of trickery down that left flank for Millwall. He was a very promising youngster here. He was an apprentice here. Then he went on to Ipswich and then he played for Portsmouth and now has come back to where his football career began.
Seemingly he's changed a little bit in style as he's got older, not quite getting to the byline as often as he used to do, but he's a very accurate kicker of the ball, good crosser.
Well, he's going to lay into this free kick, aiming it towards Cascarino. Steve Wood's in there as well. It's Cascarino's header, and Rosario away for Norwich. Robert Fleck for Norwich. Millwall keeping this high rate of hustling going. side love to get the ball forward as quickly as they can towards Cascarino and Sheringham. Wood. Now Fleck. Rosario's waiting in the middle, and Dale Gordon's in a good position too if the Norwich can just get this ball over, but it goes behind for the corner. It came off the Millwall skipper Alan McLeary. Again, Millwall then faced with this business of defending the corners served in towards the near post, towards Ian Butterworth, who's taking up that position now. And Bryan Horne safely gathering. And a good throw out that might release O'Callaghan. Putney's after him. Culverhouse tackling well. In comes Dawes. Carter towards Sheringham.
Flicked on towards Cascarino. Linesman and referee look at each other and decide it's a Millwall corner. There seemed to be an element of doubt, I think, in both the officials' minds just for a moment. But a corner given. Good flick on by Sheringham. Steve Wood at the near post. Tony Cascarino also in there. And the quick header by Sheringham just goes wide. You always suspect there's danger from these corners. Both Norwich and Millwall have served in some excellent corners here in St John today, haven't they?
Well, nobody in the game can really stop them if the ball is accurate. The first ball is accurate, because the flick on then happens, and you know, it's a complete disarray for the defenders.
Both these sides involved in the Cup next week, of course. Ian Culverhouse here and his Norwich side at home to Sutton United, and Millwall at home to Liverpool. So you can be sure representatives of both those clubs are here and watching closely today. And here's Fleck now for Norwich. Played back. Oh, goodness, Salman was caught in a terrible dilemma there, knowing that the ball was speeding across that 6-yard area, knowing too that Trevor Putney was breathing down his neck, and the goal was gaping in front of him. In the end, he would certainly have settled for a corner, which is what Norwich have now got. Well, again, it was Butterworth there with a header. Cascarino, Carter. McLeary, Culverhouse, Gordon. Good ball by Gordon. Putney fastening onto it. Phelan and Fleck. Set up play, and there'll be a goal kick. Fleck chasing everything, and McLeary making sure it goes behind for the goal kick. Sliding in towards the corner there. And Norwich comes sliding forward again, looking for goal number 3 that'll put them back in the lead. Culverhouse. Phelan. Hurlock battling a as though his life depends upon it. That's quite a battle between those two, number 8 Fleck and Hurlock. And the referee, I think, very quietly having a word with Terry Hurlock just to calm it down a little bit. Cascarino's up. Here's Carter. He's got past Bowen, and then Bowen got back to put it behind for the corner. But he's really had his hands full, Mark Bowen, this afternoon down that flank against Jimmy Carter. I would expect we would see Millwall feeding Carter quite regularly in this second half. So Carter with the corner. Up goes Cascarino. Sheringham playing it in towards Cascarino again! Oh, an excellent piece of goalkeeping by Gunn. Great reactions there. Goalkeepers will tell you it's the most difficult ball to take when it's low right alongside you. And he was down on it like a hawk from Cascarino. Sheringham did well. Natty little ball played in there, and a swift toe poke there. Good reactions by the keeper. Nearly goal number 3, but Gunn saw that it wasn't. Dawes now for Millwall. Cascarino chasing this, Linighan with him. Family enclosure providing the ball there for Kevin O'Callaghan. Another throw to Millwall. Sheringham. Culverhouse just prevented that going over for the corner. Rosario having a real physical battle there with Steve Wood. Horne. Rosario. Another Norwich throw. Still the score is 2-2. Gordon. There goes Hurlock again. Sheringham. Cascarino. Now Darren Morgan. Tony Cascarino. And for Danis Salman for Millwall. Robert Fleck. Hurlock in the thick of it again. Free kick in Millwall's way. Phelan, the Norwich skipper, organising his forces now as Millwall take another free kick. And the Millwall fans certainly love Terry Hurlock. Well, let's see what he can do with this free kick. Towards Sheringham, broken. Young and old are here at the Den today. Happy birthday, Mum. 90 today. It's Kathleen Atkins, I gather, and a very happy birthday to you on your 90th. I even heard also of a little boy called David Stillman, who was only born last Sunday, who has already been enrolled for the junior Millwall Lions. So old and young combining here to have a good day out. Docherty and Frank McLintock. John Docherty, the spectacles on the left, the Millwall manager. In fact, when he was manager of Cambridge United, had the Norwich manager, Dave Stringer, as one of his players for 4 seasons. So now they're on opposite benches, but their association goes back quite a long way. Sheringham now for Millwall. Salman gets the cross in towards O'Callaghan. Corner for Millwall. The two big strikers discussing what should happen now. Cascarino and Sheringham. There's Jimmy Carter now. Lines up this corner for Millwall. Cascarino jumping for it.
Hurlock getting in there as well. Might be anyone's. And Cascarino was flying in there. And somehow that failed to go into the Norwich net.
I think that was another Bryan Gunn save.
Well, if it was an astonishing save.
Well, we can have a look at it again here, Brian.
Cascarino getting in there, yeah. Good reactions again from the Norwich goalkeeper.
It's amazing, isn't it, that the excitement has happened from corner kicks at both ends of the ground today. Both sides obviously have worked on them, and they're creating a lot of damage.
In the meantime, there's one of the Millwall players, I think it was Kevin O'Callaghan, needing a little bit of treatment there. Another corner for Millwall. Carter with it. More danger for Norwich. Cleared by Mike Phelan. And Phelan now leading the charge. Stopped by Hurlock and floored by him as well. Norwich's throw. And if Norwich can win this, they go just 3 points behind Arsenal in second place. Now that time by O'Callaghan on Culverhouse. A free kick to Norwich City. House with the cross. Touch down there. Oh, and flicked away well. That was a good piece of defending by Terry Sheringham. He was pretty potent at the other end, but that was also a very, very timely intervention there. I mentioned at the start of the programme about a sharp haircut. You could see why. But in well there, Sheringham. So things were lining up well for Norwich at that point, and here's Gordon with the corner for them. Cascarino's home. Fleck letting in Phelan. In turn, finding Dale Gordon. We've not seen much of him down that flank so far this afternoon. His cross was met by Wood.
Funny you should say that, Brian. I was thinking that myself a few minutes ago. I mean, he's got a lot of pace and he's a tricky player, but he's been playing very deep, hasn't he?
Sheringham. Now Hurlock. Putney did well to dispossess him. Could open it up a bit, the long-range shot. Appeared to be other options open to him. And a goal kick then to Millwall. Although, yes, to Millwall. Dave Stringer. And one of the substitutes, Malcolm Allen, alongside him. Cascarino winning it again in the air. There's little that he's lost in the air, to be fair. Fleck finding it wide for Gordon, bringing him more into the game now. Culverhouse has made a break down that right flank for Dale Gordon. And here is Culverhouse. This cross is a good one. Horne gathers it well. Every game this season, Brian Horne, and only missed one in their promotion season last season. Carter. Ball out of play. Coming up to 20 minutes of the second half gone. And still we have the score as it was at half time, 2-2. Burst of scoring, 3 in the first 11 minutes, as you could see, that saw Norwich 2-1 up. And Townsend getting it back.
Salman for Millwall. Cut out well by Butterworth, finding Gordon. Townsend to Culverhouse. Fleck. Oh, a good dummy by Fleck.
That's Gordon in, and Hurlock back there. And there was a foul on Gordon, the free kick.
I think it's just as well that Hurlock was there, because Dale Gordon had a hole to run into there.
It's a lovely little dummy by Robert Fleck that let it run on for Gordon.
So Norwich's free kick. Andy Townsend's number 6 and Mike Phelan number 10 behind it. Only 4 in the wall. Doesn't look too convincingly built at the moment either. Constructed. It's Townsend curling over the top. He knows these parts well, Andy Townsend. When he was a player just down the road at Welling, he was a regular attender of Millwall games on the terraces. Then he went on to Weymouth and then to Southampton before finding his way to Norwich. And incidentally, Townsend and Cascarino are boyhood chums on opposite sides now. More of that in a moment. Cascarino jumped for that one but didn't get to it. Hurlock did. Dawes riding it forwards. Yeah, Cascarino and Townsend. Ian played in the same schoolboys side as 11 years olds in South London, and did so for 4 years, and remain very, very good friends to this day.
And could play with the Republic of Ireland.
Could play with the Republic of Ireland. Here's Cascarino. Sheringham's made a good little run towards the near post.
O'Callaghan may not need him. Stopped by the keeper and behind for the corner.
So the corner came after that. The ball went behind the byline, so O'Callaghan will take it. Blue shirts in that Norwich penalty area again. O'Callaghan lifting it in there. Townsend getting it away. Dawes playing it back in there once more. And Dale Gordon providing Millwall with another throw. A little over 20 minutes of the game left. It's still poised at 2-2. With as yet the second half not quite matching the fury and the excitement of the first. But here's Fleck. Horne. But still the game is beautifully poised as Carter gets in there. And again takes the header from Sheringham. Then delayed too long.
I don't believe that, because Carter had a big area of ground in front of him. He should have got off his mark.
And he's shown he's got a good turn of speed and capable of beating Bowen for pace this afternoon.
Well, every time he's run at Bowen, he's left him for dead.
I got the handball by Rosario, not given. Dale Gordon now for Norwich. Steve Wood getting it away towards Cascarino. A flick on by him towards Sheringham. And suddenly Phelan. The free kick given to Norwich. More work now for Brian Horne. Leading with the cross. Cascarino getting back to do the defending work.
This time it will be a goal kick. "55 times these two clubs have played each other in the 4th, the 3rd Division South, the 3rd Division, the 2nd, and now the 1st. Millwall have won 21, Norwich 20. Sheringham, a nice little touch on Cascarino. Good turn by him. Hurlock couldn't reach it. Fleck. Putney. Safe loading again by Horne. Long kick forward, unleashed towards Cascarino, ducking underneath it. O'Callaghan. Oh, if the pass had only been a little more accurate, away to the right where Sheringham was in space. A little bit of a barren spell this now, Ian, as though they're a little lost for ideas at the moment.
Well, I think that both sides were a little cautious coming out in the second half, and the game hasn't really taken off. But in the last few minutes, there's gaps beginning to appear, and it could well be, we'll see a bit of excitement in the last, 15 minutes or so.
In the meantime, it's Linighan.
It's hard work for Millwall when they have to chase the game, which they did to get back into it, and expanded a lot of energy in doing that. And it may well be that they're feeling the pace a little bit, because Hurlock, who led the charge in midfield for them, and his other midfield players turned the game round for Millwall, and it's gone a little quiet at the moment.
Now it's Bowen for Norwich City. Fleck, and he in turn loses the ball, or gives it away rather, to O'Callaghan, and it bounced very nicely for him. Carter. Hurlock chasing after it. Gets there just before Fleck. Finds Dawes. There's space down the left for Tony Cascarino. Hurlock. Carter. The cross is towards O'Callaghan, but gathered well by Bryan Gunn. Carter. Oh, a touch there by Sheringham and Cascarino, looking around for support. Sheringham with a tame finish. Not quite sure what he intended there, Ian.
I'm sure he doesn't know what he intended. I think he was trying a sort of bending ball into the near post, but actually I think Cascarino should have done the damage. He should have gone on and had a shot.
Yes, he began to look up to see what support there was, I think, without first seeing that there was something that he could do himself.
Correct.
It's all Putney for Norwich. Bowen. Phelan. This is Gordon again. Corner given. Must have just nicked off Alan McLeary. Quarter of an hour of the game left, still 2-2. Dale Gordon with it. A deeper one this time. And it goes behind from Rosario's header. And the British Telecom Tower. Not much of a technocrat, but I imagine some of the pictures that were in the sound that we're getting, that you're getting at home, probably comes through there somewhere or other. So already we've seen St Paul's, we've seen the Crystal Palace Tower, we've seen the Post Office Tower. We're having a guided tour of London. We're also seeing a very good game of football.
I just want to see another goal, I should think.
It's a free kick for Norwich, and it's with Andy Townsend. Back to Ian Butterworth. Little chip in towards Rosario, taken on his chest, and he was backing into the Millwall defender, so it's a free kick to the home side. I saw Rosario play his first game for Norwich. He was a big, gangling boy from Hillingdon, actually, a schoolboy, that's right. In April '84, they beat Watford, if memory serves me, 6-2, and John Dean that day got 4 of them. And he's strengthened up a little bit, a bit like Cascarino in his way. In his days at Gillingham was a little bit of a gangly lad and was really outgrown his strength, but they're both powerful strikers now. And here's Phelan. Gordon turning it in! Oh, superb! Absolutely superb piece of goalkeeping there by Bryan Horne. No wonder he deserves a pat on the back, and the first real flash we've seen from Dale Gordon.
I thought you were going to say from Flash Gordon.
Well, I think they call him that, don't they? But Phelan did well. There's the back heel. And just look at this excellent piece of goalkeeping.
Actually, both keepers today have had excellent saves.
Gordon with the corner. Putney playing it wide again. McLeary read that beautifully for Millwall. O'Callaghan. Stopped by Culverhouse. Townsend again. Dawes for Millwall. Salman for Millwall. Owen playing it wide. Fleck chasing after this one. Well, the excitement level may have gone down a little bit, but certainly there's been no reduction in effort and tempo in this game. Sheringham now.
Well, he's gone past his man, looking for the little flick in. And Norwich snapped the door tight shut after Sheringham had successfully gone past Andy Linighan. Millwall's corner. 12 minutes of the game left. O'Callaghan with it, the little flick on. Hurlock. Saved superbly again by Gunn from Terry Hurlock, and Norwich just happy to bang that one away out of harm's way. Still in play though. Salman playing it forward again. Up goes Sheringham once more. Flicked it inside, and Rosario right back to help out Norwich on that occasion. Well, we've seen one superb save at one end by Bryan Horne, and then one that matched it at the other end from Bryan Gunn. Hurlock shot, and some great keeping.
When you think about it, as I said, Bryan Gunn had made about 4 saves earlier, so that's 5 he's had today. It was a super strike by Terry Hurlock,
who also has done a terrific job in the middle of the field for Millwall.
Well, you know, when we're talking about man of the match, Brian, and you hear the Millwall fans chanting Terry Hurlock's name, and you know how they feel for him. You think that would be a fool not to make him man of the match?
Exactly. Especially if you want to get out of here in one piece. But I tell you what's nice, it's nice looking at people like Terry Hurlock, who battled away through their career at Brentford and at Reading and so on, and now suddenly the old First Division spotlight's on them after a lot of battling in the lower divisions.
And looking a good player in the First Division, you know, looks at home here.
Steve Wood, there's another one you see, came out of the Reading school. Sheringham offside.
Actually, there are a lot of players in the lower division that, given the chance, could come in and play at this level.
Rosario. And McLeary away for Millwall. Up goes Cascarino. Rosario's touch. Fleck also getting it back to Robert Rosario for Norwich City. Here's Trevor Putney on the far side being chased by Jimmy Carter. McLeary away. Linighan. Rosario. Delicate little touch, but it doesn't fool McLeary for Millwall. You've got to start thinking about man of the match. Would you like to tell everybody at home the sort of people who might be in the frame at the moment here?
Well, I think Bryan Gunn has definitely has got to be a winner. I think he's had an outstanding game forward. But as I said, Terry Hurlock, who has done so much to keep Millwall in the game. He's buzzed around, he's won tackles, he's used the ball well. And as I say, he's such a favourite here that for my own good, I think I'll take Terry Hurlock as the man of the match.
He really epitomised the fight back that Millwall showed in that first half, that's for sure, with that sort of spirit.
Well, that's right.
Rosario. There's Hurlock again in the thick of it. Callahan.
You see, he pops up everywhere. Little Hurlock, you know, he fills holes for other people, and there's a lot of stuff that goes unnoticed, you know, just the foot in, the head away, you know, the block tackle, and he's been doing that all afternoon.
Culverhouse getting it back from Fleck. Played in again. Dale Gordon with the shot, but it's wide and a goal kick. Linighan stuck to it well, but there was a free kick given. Cascarino touching it back, it won't reach Callahan. Phelan was in there first.
Smiles on the faces around here from people. You get the impression they've really enjoyed their football this afternoon at the Den. Wood playing it forward towards Cascarino. There's Carter with the touch. Sheringham's onside. And another good save by the keeper, because that was hit with real power by Teddy Sheringham. So Callahan, Cascarino, Morgan. Now Dawes, curling once more towards Teddy Sheringham. In goes Hurlock. Carter playing it in again, and Gunn is there again for Norwich.
Well, that's Bryan Gunn again making a fine save. I must say, he's not won the champagne, but he certainly deserves a drink after this game.
Fleck having a real battle there with McLeary. I think it's a free kick given Millwall's way. Coming towards the last 5 minutes. Norwich City. 5 minutes left now. Hurlock playing it forward. Cascarino with a little flick. To Bryan Gunn. Gordon. There's Hurlock again, your man of the match here, and he's
everywhere, isn't he?
Culverhouse will get it back. Yes, he gets a prize of champagne and a cheque for the charity of Millwall Football Club's choice. Sheringham,
Knocked that down well for Cascarino onto that left foot of his, which he favours. Now O'Callaghan on the left foot, which he favours. Touched on by Cascarino, and Sheringham couldn't quite reach it. And Norwich are happy to get that one away to where it's safe. Millwall get a throw. Carter trying to wriggle his way clear, and does so.
Really impressed by him this afternoon as well. Salman.
Here's Carter again. Now can he heave another cross in? He can. Cascarino's on the end of it. Oh, that was some good work by Phelan. A real captain's job there when Cascarino had his finger fully on the trigger. O'Callaghan with the corner for Millwall. With 3 minutes of the game left. Will it be one here? Cascarino and McLeary got safely in the arms of that formidable goalkeeper, Bryan Gunn. Phelan. Gordon. Play for Townsend. Norwich going to come and sneak away with all 3 points. Just 2 minutes now left on the clock. Back to Horne. They want to belt it forward now. Steve Wood, the crowd are urging him to get it forward as well. Puts it straight at Mark Bowen. Hurlock. Carter. Terry Hurlock. Now Dawes. Here's Callaghan. Now Kevin O'Callaghan down his left flank. Fighting across towards Cascarino on the far side. And Putney gets it away for Norwich City. Dawes to O'Callaghan again. Cutting inside this time. Comes to Darren Morgan. In the last minute of the game. Sheringham to Cascarino. Blocked well by Linighan. But a corner for Millwall with only seconds remaining. The first half that was fabulous in this game with all 4 goals. The second half that hasn't quite lived up to it, but who knows, we might just get a real rousing finish here. O'Callaghan with the corner. Steve Wood at the near post. Cascarino and Sheringham poised to come in from deeper positions. Lower this time, and Norwich get it away without any great difficulty. But Hurlock there, finding Carter. It's a better looking cross coming in towards Cascarino, but again Linighan's there. Cascarino plays it across! Morgan now looking to get a shot in, tried a little chip. And there's an offside flag up. Oh, now what's going on? Teddy Sheringham wants to get on with the game. Bryan Gunn doesn't want to release the ball. And don't say we're going to get an unseemly finish to what's been a splendid game of football.
I think the referee had given a corner kick for the ball earlier on when it was knocked back by Cascarino.
Certainly Millwall and Norwich themselves weren't sure. Now they are. Bryan Gunn's back on his feet, and he needs to be, because here's another O'Callaghan corner.
And Linighan showing himself well there. Salman playing it wide again. That was a good ball to O'Callaghan. Last seconds of the game. Another good deep cross by him. Sheringham going up for this one. Had it knocked off his head by Butterworth. Carter. Free kick given to Millwall. Ball in with the left foot. And Gunn using his fist to get it away for Norwich City. Still Norwich a little bit on the rack as Dawes now can play it in, but now it was a poor one. And suddenly Norwich could be on the break here with Phelan. And they've got Fleck up as well. Millwall scampering to get back. Phelan crossing the ball in. Salman was shadowing Fleck well. There's Fleck again! A terrific goal for Norwich in the last seconds! And this amazing away record by Norwich City looks as though it's going to be unscathed. A terrific strike by Robert Fleck. And a fabulous goal.
A goal to win any game, deserved to win any game. That was a beautiful goal. But Dawes must take the blame for the mistake earlier on. Well, that was an unstoppable shot. Marvellous strike. But they've thrown it away, Millwall. They had them pinned in their own penalty box, gave the ball away, and that's him. I don't think they'll get back for it now.
Well, drama right at the start of the game with 3 goals in the first 11 minutes, and then this amazing finish here. Hurlock diving in after that one.
I don't recall the train has been on the field in the second half, so I don't know why we've gone over time.
Played nearly 3 minutes. In fact, we have played 3 minutes of injury time.
Oh yes, remember O'Callaghan was injured down here on the side of the field.
Dawes with a header. Hurlock with one for Millwall. The final whistle. And a victory for Norwich City. They keep their amazing away record going. They're 3 points behind the leaders Arsenal. There's plenty of football left in this First Division Championship yet. And the Canaries tonight are going to have plenty to sing about. A fabulous finish to a hugely enjoyable game. Millwall 2, Norwich City 3.